everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I am here with another review roundup video for you guys. Now, if you don't know what a review roundup is, it's where I talk about 4 games I've been playing recently. And they can be different genres, different platforms. And today I've got 4 very different games to talk about. Now I'm going to jump straight in with the first one, which is Ixion. And this is a really good game. I really enjoyed this one. It's a sort of space exploration, city building game. And one, it looks fantastic. Like it's super detailed. It's it ticks all of the sort of sci-fi and sort of like classic sort of sci-fi setting tick boxes that I can think of. Now, I will say all the games that are shown in this video I have been sent codes for, so huge thank you to their publishers and stuff for that. Now, back to the game. This came out on the 8th of the 4th, 2025, developed by Bulwark Studios, and it's published by Casado Games, or Casado Games. Now, on Xbox, which is what I played it on, it's only playable on Xbox Series X and S consoles, so it's sort of current gen only, priced at $29.24. And it's basically a Frostpunk style game in space, or that's how it plays to me. Now, the soundtrack is really good. The gameplay is good. It can be challenging at times, especially earlier on when you first start playing it. Now, it does have different difficulty settings, so you can tweak it a little bit to make it a bit more relaxing on like easier difficulties, or you can whack it up onto higher difficulties. And in terms of a sort of city builder, like a sci-fi colony game, you can't get much better than this. It's really good. I've played it a lot more than I thought I would. And honestly, I don't normally go for the sort of management sim games. I do like games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and a bit more chill, funny, less serious management style games. But this one is a bit more sort of in depth and a bit more challenging. And I really enjoyed it though, and that's a sign that it's not too complicated either. So it's beautiful, it sounds great, it plays great. I'd like to see a bit more content in it. It can be tricky at times, but honestly, I think the challenge is what makes me keep going back and wanting to play it more. Okay, next up is Silk. Now, I played this on Xbox, it's also available on Steam. This is a very interesting game. It's a huge open world. Now, it's about 3 million square miles, which is huge. And you move around it. It's a sort of tile-based map and turn-based. And it's basically a exploration game where you traverse the ancient Silk Road of 2000 AD as basically a traveller or someone like that. You basically play as an advisor, and you can have a party of another 6 of them, I believe, and each of them all have their own characteristics and stats and stuff like that. Now, some of them have like battler, and some of them are good with trading, and some of them are good with animals and all that sort of stuff. And things will happen out on the road. Maybe you'll be attacked or you'll interact with people and stuff. And depending on who's in your party, depends on how you can react to that situation. Now, this is a Marmite game. I can see this being a huge Marmite game for some people. One, the look of the game is simplistic. It's a cool idea. It does look like it's been coloured in paint, and it's got the big chunky black like comic book outlines. It's designed to be like an old school video game, like a very old school video game brought on to like modern systems. Yes, it still looks old school, but it runs well, and it's been designed like that. There isn't it's sort of like explore it at your own pace. You make of it what you will. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of this. Yes, there's 3 million kilometers or miles of terrain to go through, but there's a lot of emptiness at times. There's not a lot of detail in the maps and stuff like that compared to other games. So people will probably and ah over it. Now it's priced at 9.99, and this is one of those games where you've got to make the story and stuff yourself. There's tons of advisors that you can get into your party. So you can sort of, I think there's thousands of them, I believe, if I remember correctly, reading the blurb, and you can hire them into your party. There's different ways you can play, so you can sort of you can play more as a sort of explorer, a trader. You can just explore the wilderness. You can go after other people's kingdoms, whatever you choose. And it's a really cool look back at how games used to play. I mean, obviously they didn't look like this back then, but the core gameplay is very sort of similar. I will just say though, someone may like this or they may absolutely hate it, but it's really cool and at least worth giving a go if you can. And I recommend giving it a go yourself over just watching videos. I don't think videos really put it into context how it feels to play this for a prolonged period of time. Okay, next up is this game trying to kill me on Xbox? Now this was developed by Stately Snail and published by Sometimes You on the 4th of the 4th, 2025. It's on both Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and it does have a free trial, so give it a go. Don't just listen to what I'm telling you. But this one's really fun. It's basically an escape game. So it's you're trapped in this cabin in this forest, and its creepy owner basically says if you play this computer game, you can get your freedom. And what's interesting about this game is, yes, you're trapped in this cabin, but you're basically playing a video game inside a video game. So you're playing this 2D sort of dungeon crawling video game, and what you do in that game affects the real world. So you could pull a lever in the game and then something gets you in the real world and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. Now, yes, it's a escape game as well, but it has three different endings. Now, it's not the longest of games. It's about an hour and a half a playthrough. It says it's like a horror game, but honestly, it's not really scary. It's more just the premise of it, like ooh, spooky video game in a spooky cabin. There's no sort of like jump scares or anything terrible like that. It's not like super scary. You're not gonna get your horror vibes out of it, your Slender Man and all that sort of stuff. Now, they do have boss fights in this game, but they are more like playing old school 2D video games because you do the boss fights in the video game form. But yeah, I think it's quite good. It's interesting how it's been built. Graphically, it looks really good as well. And sometimes you do get stuck, but there are hints, which is nice. So I thought it was well done. I'm not the biggest fan of escape room games because normally they're just very samey, doing the same old puzzles and stuff like that. But this one, I like the way it sort of is a 2D video game inside a 3D video game. That to me was pretty awesome. Now on Xbox, it's priced at £16.74. It's good. It's cool. It's different. If you like escape games, you're gonna like this one. If you like sort of mild horror and puzzle games, you're gonna like it as well. Yeah, check this one out. It's fun, it's interesting, and graphically it looks great as well. Both the 2D and the 3D look really cool. Working out the puzzles and figuring them out, how to do them correctly between both the environments is super interesting as well. Okay, and last up is Fly Corp. Now, this came out on the 29th of November 2024, developed by Kishmish Games, published by Clabber, and they were kind enough, as always, to send me a copy. Priced at $12.49, playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. And this is an interesting one. You basically have to design, create, manage your own transport network full of airports across the world. So you basically have to build airports in different cities all over the world. Sometimes you've got to build them in places that are smaller or bigger. You've got to upgrade your planes and your flight routes, expand your airport's capacities. And obviously, different areas, different cities have different demands for flights and different destinations. You might not be able to connect everything together. And that's what it's all about now. There are 180 different territories in the game with tens of thousands of cities, and you can build an airport in basically any city you can think of. And I thought that was really cool. Now, graphically, it's basic. It looks like a Risk map. Do you know what I mean? The board game Risk. There's not a lot going on in it, but it does the job. Um, it's basic. It's just like you've got a map with dots on and planes flying over them. However, that doesn't negate from the fun once you get into it. So enjoy it. Now, random things happen, like random events. So sometimes you get sued, or there'll be like natural disasters and things like that can happen, which can affect things for the good or the bad. Like you might get an influx of money or something like that, or it'll be crazy, something else will happen. I like that. I like being kept to my toes. I like them, and some of them are quite fun as well, which is always good. There's different game modes as well. So you've got your free play where you can play to your heart's content. Then there's like a challenge mode where you have to obviously complete different challenges, doing certain targets and stuff like that. There's also then this discover the world mode, and this one is where you basically have to build up until you conquer everywhere. Basically, you want to connect everything, and you have to do it fast. So you have to make like an airport in every new region, every sort of like I think it's like 6 minutes, I want to say, or you fail. So it's a race against time. Now, there's also daily scenarios and leaderboards as well. So if you've finished everything you can think of in the game, you can see how well you do against other people. And there's a scenario editor as well, so you can make your own scenarios to how you want to play, and you can play other users' created scenarios as well. So there's plenty of content here for £12.49. It's a very good little strategy sort of management game. Not overly complicated either, which is good. Like I feel like sometimes these type of games get overly complicated with way too many menus, and this is quite simple and quite easy to play. So check it out. It's fun. Will get a little bit repetitive after a while, but all in all, a really good game. So anyway, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know which of the four games you enjoyed the most, and I'll see you next time for more gaming content. Thanks for watching.